Creativity is important for every learner because it is an essential 21st century skill.
Every learner should have the opportunity to explore creativity in all content areas. By doing so, it will help the learner see that they themselves can have a creative mindset.
Regardless of the field or the problem, we're going to need creativity as we move forward.
Creativity is important for every learner because it allows students to make their work unique. And in an education system where we don't enforce creativity and free thought, then students are taught to work in a formulaic manner.
And it helps students to innovate and push their knowledge much further than just the things they're being taught in the classroom.
Creativity equals curiosity. And if we can get students to be curious about presenting on a certain topic that they connect with, then that information tends to stick with them just a little bit longer. And that's where the spark begins.
There are so many ways to define creativity. In science, we define creativity as an idea that is novel, good, and useful. It's our brains doing what they do. In today's fast-changing world, with the emergence of new technologies, new creative industries, and new ways of working together, creativity is as important as literacy itself. And if students are given the opportunity to approach the world creatively, we can empower them to succeed in life. When it comes to careers, the World Economic Forum lists creativity as one of the most in-demand skills groups required by employers today, a demand that's set to grow.
Our role as educators is to provide opportunities for kids to be creative. We need to recognize it when it happens and give guidance and feedback as students do creative work.
And so when we look at the role of educators, they have to be the ones that are going to mentor and cultivate that community, that culture in the classroom where it's exciting and it's admired.
Our role is to help students in what I call the 5 C's: communication, collaboration, the creative process, creative problem solving, and critical thinking.
As educators, we must give them a psychologically safe platform to explore these creative thoughts. Most importantly, we need to provide constant encouragement and allow them to rise to that creative occasion.
In terms of learning outcomes, studies show that students who are taught content using analytical, practical, and creative thinking skills are more successful across academic disciplines than those taught using traditional forms of instruction. And in our lives generally, research also indicates that creativity potential can be a better predictor of lifetime achievement, a more accurate indicator than IQ, high school grades, or peer judgments. And studies conducted by LinkedIn and Adobe find even more evidence that people with creative skills add value in the workplace and are happier at their jobs.
There is so much uncertainty with the way the world will look in the next 5, 10, 15 years. Now more than ever, allowing students to take creative risks and problem solve with the resources that they have available to them is so important.
And creativity is the driving force that is going to make any young person right now much more valuable in whatever company, whatever profession, whatever industry they are going to focus their efforts in.
All of us need to be able to think about things flexibly, to take risks, to solve problems, to move on when things aren't going exactly the way we expect, to be resilient, and to communicate. And all of those things are key aspects of creativity.
Unlike the industrial age, the conceptual age no longer requires us to just know things. Logic, reasoning, and analysis are not enough. As learners, we have to have a deeper understanding of how to apply knowledge in a variety of situations. This is where infusing learning with the creative process and exploration comes into play. That infusion allows for abilities to be developed that are required for future success and are most closely associated with right brain activities like big picture thinking, pattern recognition, empathy, and artistry. Art and creativity are no longer an indulgence, but a necessity.
So how can educators help? Our job as educators is to develop creativity in our students across all disciplines and at every level, from kindergarten through college. Whether it supports self-expression, deep thinking and engagement, or problem solving, creativity is essential for all of us. And Adobe is here to support educators, students, and classrooms foster creativity.
Hi everyone, thanks for watching. Click the link in the description below to explore more free online professional development, and click the link on screen to subscribe to the channel for more videos.